안녕하세요. 송이네로입니다. 이렇게 속삭이는 이유는 ASMR을 해보고 싶었기 때문입니다. 초등임용 영어 빈칸 문제나 주관식 서술형의 키워드로 넣을 수 있는 180단어를 A부터 Z 순서로 정리하였습니다. 이렇게 A부터 Z 순서대로 단어를 정리하면 아웃풋하기 좋을 것 같다는 여러 선생님들의 의견이 있어서 제가 나올 것 같은 것들만 조금 추려보았습니다. 여기 옆에 설명이 같이 나가니까 처음에는 보고 들으시다가 나중에는 그냥 옆에 보지 않고 제가 단어 읽어주는 것만 들으셔도 내용이 떠올릴 수 있게 연습하시면 도움이 되실 것 같습니다. accuracy, accuracy, acquisition, acquisition, affective filter, affective filter, ambiguity tolerance, ambiguity tolerance, analytic, analytic, advanced organizer, advanced organizer, autonomy, autonomous learner, autonomy, autonomous learner, authenticity, authenticity, automatization, automatization, avoidance, avoidance, approximation, approximation, active vocabulary, active vocabulary, audio motor unit, audio motor unit, achievement test, achievement test, anecdotal, anecdotal, bottom up, bottom up, backward build-up drill, backward build-up drill, blended learning, blended learning, backsliding, backsliding, conditioning, conditioning, comprehensible input, comprehensible input, comprehension check, confirmation check, clarification request, comprehension check, confirmation check, clarification request, caretaker speech, caretaker speech, contrastive analysis, contrastive analysis, chain drill, chain drill, choral drill, choral drill, command, command, cohesive cohesion, cohesive cohesion, coherent coherence, coherent coherence, concrete operational stage, concrete operational stage, compensatory, compensatory, circumlocution, circumlocution, code switching, code switching, content schema, content schema, controlled practice, controlled practice, chunk, chunk, collocation, collocation, corpus corpora, corpus corpora, content word, content word, 3C, convey meaning, check understanding, consolidate. 3C, convey meaning, check understanding, consolidate. Closed question, closed question, conference, conference, deductive deduction, deductive deduction, dialogue, dialogue, discourse, discourse, decision-making task, decision-making task, decodable text, decodable text, discourse marker, discourse marker, dictogloss task, dictogloss task, display question, display question, diagnostic test, diagnostic test, direct test, direct test, discrete point test, discrete point test, error-free, error-free, elaboration, elaboration, extrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation, extensive listening, extensive listening, explicit correction, explicit correction, elicitation, elicitation, error correction code, error correction code, fluency, fluency, firm, firm, function, function, fossilization, fossilization, foreignizing, foreignizing, formal schema, formal schema, free writing, free writing, function word, function word, frequency, frequency, focus on form, focus on form, formative assessment, formative assessment, flipped learning, flipped learning, grammatical competence, grammatical competence, guided practice, guided practice, global error, global error, gesture, gesture, habit formation, habit formation, holistic, holistic, imitation, imitation, internalization, internalization, interactionally modified input, interactionally modified input, inductive, induction, inductive, induction, imperative, imperative, interrogative, interrogative, information gap task, information gap task, impulsivity, impulsivity, inferencing, inferencing, instrumental motivation, integrative motivation, instrumental motivation, integrative motivation, inhibition, inhibition, intensive listening, intensive listening, information transfer, information transfer, interactive listening, interactive listening, interlingual error, interlingual error, intralingual error, intralingual error, intelligibility, intelligibility, intonation, intonation, immediate identification, immediate identification, intentional learning, incidental learning, intentional learning, incidental learning, input enhancement, input flooding, input processing, input enhancement, input flooding, input processing, intercultural speaker, intercultural competence, intercultural speaker, intercultural competence, indirect task, indirect task, integrative task, integrative task, interview, interview, jigsaw task, jigsaw task, kinesthetic, kinesthetic, LAD, language acquisition device, LAD, language acquisition device, learning, learning, lexical, lexical, literal translation, literal translation, local error, local error, mimicry, mimicry, meaning, meaning, monitor, monitor, metalinguistic, metalinguistic, meaning negotiation, meaning negotiation, minimal pair, minimal pair, mastery, mastery, motivated, motivated, metalinguistic feedback, metalinguistic feedback, metalanguage, metalanguage, modeling, modeling, non-interface, non-interface, natural order, natural order, noticing, noticing, needs analysis, needs analysis, overlearning, overlearning, oral proficiency, oral proficiency, opinion exchange, opinion exchange, open question, open question, observation, observation, pedagogical aid, pedagogical aid, pantomime, pantomime, pushed output, pushed output, pronunciation, pronunciation, problem-solving task, problem-solving task, prefabricated chunk, prefabricated chunk, portfolio, portfolio, personalization, personalization, peer assessment, peer assessment, passive vocabulary, passive vocabulary, prefix, prefix, performance-based assessment, performance-based assessment, physical, physical, reinforcement, reinforcement, realia, realia, reflectivity, reflectivity, risk-taking, risk-taking, rhyme, rhyme, refrain, refrain, repetition, repetition, request, recast, recursive, recursive, revising, revising, reader's theater, reader's theater, referential question, referential question, routine, routine, redundancy, redundancy, syntactic, semantic, syntactic, semantic, silent period, silent period, scaffolding, scaffolding, substitutional drill, substitutional drill, skill integration, skill integration, stalling, stalling, schema, schema, selective listening, selective listening, silent reading, silent reading, sight word, sight word, scanning, skimming, scanning, skimming, semantic mapping, semantic mapping, segmental phoneme, suprasegmental phoneme, segmental phoneme, suprasegmental phoneme, suffix, suffix, summative assessment, summative assessment, transfer, transfer, transformation drill, transformation drill, top down, top down, thinking aloud, thinking aloud, U-shaped learning, U-shaped learning, unpredictability, unpredictability, word coinage, word coinage, zero option, zero option, ZPD, Zone of Proximal Development, Zone of Proximal Development. 고생하셨습니다.